I hate cornbread.
That's not taking away your black card.
Oh, people tell me that all the time. They be like, "Oh, you lost your black card," and I'm Creole.
For cornbred?
I'm Creole.
Cornbread though?
I hate cornbread.
Cornbread. I mean, I wouldn't say cornbread's a black person thing, but maybe it is.
Is it not? I think cornbread's a black person thing.
I mean, white people eat cornbread. Everybody.
I mean, white people eat everything.
Take your black card for that.
I wouldn't take your black card for that.
I wouldn't take your black
White people eat people. I just find
Crazy. Lately, I feel like escaping.
Say that one more time just so we get clear.
Oh, I reposted on my story today from this guy that I follow. He said we have to get in the habit of understanding that mixed feelings are clear no's.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're feeling mixed feelings about me, that's a clear no.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling mixed feelings about you, that's a clear no. Like it's not that I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah.
With you.
Right.
And I'm clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know if I'm feeling like or I'm thinking about it, you're just not my person.
I feel like sometimes people don't want to give a clear no because they don't want to hurt the feelings of the other person, even if you don't know the person like that.
Yeah.
Me, sometimes there's people that I run into consistently when we're out that I know like me. I've seen them follow me, unfollow me. I've seen them commenting on everything. I don't know them like that though. I've seen them how they look at me when I'm out. Try to make, little comments here and there. And it's just like, but what am I supposed to say? Like, I don't know how to be like, no.
To you.
Because I also don't want to, like, I'm not trying to make them feel any type of way.
I feel that. I do think it's better to just be honest. But sometimes I will say this. There's been times where, like, let's say 5 years ago, a guy tries to holler at me and I'm like, I don't really see you like that. And then 5 years later, I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, what? Like, so I do feel like there is a time when you can be like, what you said is very true. If somebody says they're not looking for something right now, but then if the next fine nigga comes and they're on it, they're obviously not looking for something. But there is a chance that you could find somebody attractive later.
I like that you
later,
just said
yes.
that.
But also, I found myself in situations where I like someone. I mean, I really like someone, and then 5 years later come, and I'm like, how did I ever?
Oh no,
yes.
same.
You know
I've
what I
had
mean?
that
So I
too.
kind of feel like sometimes, like in those moments where like you may be honest, or someone else is being honest with you, will come back to be like, yeah, that would have never had worked for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also think in our world, I think that's the problem of why a lot of us are more single. It's because people are not honest about what they want, or if you're just not my type.
I think that I like both of what you guys said. What you just said is funny because I was on the phone this morning with my homeboy and he had brought up somebody that he kind of circled back with. And I had told him, I was like, it's so funny. I was like, and if that works for you, I was like, that's great. I don't do well with people either letting me know that they don't see me like that, or I don't mind if you do it, but just know by the time you do, like you said, I'm not going to give you the opportunity. And the reason being is because I felt like you should have probably just got to know me or been around a little bit before making that statement.
True.
Or if we were already talking. So I had something that kind of falls in line with that, but it's a little bit different. I had met a guy and we ended up hanging out, and it was like cool. We were like hanging out at his house, hanging out here, there. We were getting it in, and it was starting to become a consistent thing, which is great because out here, it's hard to find
That's super hard
consistent
to get
stuff.
to come back.
And because truth be told, it's like instead of being a hoe, you do want a consistent fuck buddy,
Yes.
if anything else.
Yeah.
But he was cool because it was like beyond that, like we actually like did
Get along.
vibe on some things, yeah. And he had his like, he's doing his thing. Like he's not like some bum ass nigga. He got his own place, cool. There started to become a little bit of a distance, and I didn't know if it was just because of our work schedule, and I don't overthink things, so I just be like, oh, he's busy, I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's nothing,
That's the
and
best way to...
and we're not dating,
AKA
And-
no one's busy.
And truth be told, but we're
enough
also
time.
not, but we
It's
weren't
always
dating.
enough time.
But it was just like me. I travel. He works. So it was just like this thing. So finally, I was just like, yo, what's good? Like, what's the deal? Like we chilling. He finally hit me with the I just want to be transparent with you. He was like, I met somebody shortly after meeting you. Mind you, we're only in like a month and a half. So we really just met still, technically. And he was like, shortly after meeting you, he was like, and I really like this person. He was like, so I think I'm going to have to stop, doing what we're doing. He's like, because I want to put the focus into that person. He's like, but I think you're a great guy and I still want us to be friends, this, that, and the other. Cool. The issue I had with that was you met this person shortly after meeting me. We've only been doing this for a month and a half.
Right.
So to me, I personally, and to each his own, I personally would not cut off somebody for somebody that's kind of new.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because yes, I actually do find you to be a very nice guy, and I actually like that you're being so transparent and open. However, there will be no circle back here once that doesn't work.
Is that coming from because your feelings are hurt, or is that just the
it's
reality?
not that my feelings.
It's the ego, right? Because
I
in the
guess
reality
it could be a little bit of ego.
It is because I'm telling you that
Yeah.
I love you down.
Yeah.
But it is because what's happening is I think that people forget the gays and the lesbians. We spend a lot of time when we like someone very quickly.
Yes.
So just because I met someone after you does not negate how much time I spent with you.
Yeah.
So I could be spending 4 or 5 days with this person, and then the time triples and doubles of how much time I spend with you.
But not even
so therefore I'm learning this person more. I'm in their space so much more, which is making me develop feelings even more than the time that I've met you. So sometimes it's just the reality of it's not about like, oh, they met me after, but for someone like me, I can't juggle too many people.
Right.
I'm two
That's
people
what I was
back.
gonna
I'm
say.
like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm like,
But-
that's somebody and I like them. I just want to focus on you.
I get what you're saying though, because you're saying like, okay, you met us both close at a similar time, so like, why are you already cutting me off? And I do think as an
Yes.
adult, like you said, I can't give that much attention to different people. If I really like somebody, I'm not gonna want to talk to somebody that I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in reality, as adults, I do think it is smarter to not cut off somebody when you just met somebody.
I
if it's
wouldn't
not
have
more
told me.
serious. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't have told me. And he didn't owe to tell me that he was talking to somebody else because we're still in the getting to know phase. This is not my boyfriend. This is not my man by any standards. So in my opinion, he didn't need to tell me that. He didn't need to cut. If he wanted to distance himself, then just distance. Sure.
He was,
I
but you
actually
asked the question.
appreciated- I actually appreciate, like I said, I actually
Yeah.
appreciated the transparency because he's, you know,
Yeah.
he's somewhat of a nerd, you know, so I like that he was honest.
Yeah.
However, but now that you told me that, I'm not about to come second to when you feel like, okay, that didn't work out, so let me swing back over here. And
That's
so
fair.
I
That's
say
fair.
that to say, the past 2 weeks, he's been calling me. He's called me 3 or 4 times. I will not answer because no.
Not as that's true.
Yeah.
But see, sometimes like that is your ego, because
It
sometimes
is.
because our ego
Yeah.
tell us like, oh, he picked this guy over me. But like low key, if somebody's like, let's still be friends, you can still be like, okay, come over, shit, I still want to fuck.
Yeah.
Like you can still get
No,
what you
he
want.
told me that he said it in the message
he
that
didn't
he
wanna
was
have
like he
sex.
didn't want to continue to do that
I
because
feel
of
that.
whoever this new. Yeah.
I would answer the phone call, Joey.
As a nice person, as a human,
I would
you could
answer
just
the phone
yeah,
call.
just
If I run into him, I'll speak. Like we actually ran into each other one day at the mall, and it was like nice. It was quick, you know what I mean?
Nah, he
Hey,
said-
how you
I
doing?
think also because
Yeah.
what happens too is that ego thing gets in the way, but the reality is we forget based on who we are and how intimidating that we can be, or if we have our shit together, the timing for them may not be right. So it's like I needed to kind of like step away to kind of see like, oh, I think I deserve that, which maybe that person may be less than you, and then they get over there and they're like, no. I do deserve someone like Joey. Like, and let me circle back to that.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
ultimately-
mean? Because I find guys running to me all the time, and they're like, "Oh, they get to know you, da, but they think that like what I post or like my friends and is like a facade. That's not
Yeah.
my reality. But then when they get to know my reality, that like that's that, and they're like, "Oh, whoa, like you
Yeah.
do got your shit together. Like you do work on yourself. Like you like." Oh, this okay. Hold on, no.
Yeah.
It's too much.
because
for me.
ultimately you never know why somebody's doing anything unless they tell you.
Because
So
people
it's
make it
like,
seem
if
it's
he's
about
if
them.
he's calling you, you could just take that as like, oh shit, like you said, maybe he thought about it and maybe he made the wrong choice and maybe he's coming back, which isn't always a bad thing if you like the person.
Right.
But I think our egos definitely tell us like, oh, circling back, you're not doing that with me. However, it's like, do we want to be alone or do we want to have a relationship? You know
But
what I'm
also,
saying?
you know how to, when you do come back, if I allow you to come back, you know how to do it right this time.
That part.
Food for thought. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Ryan, and we are back for yet another episode of What's Next with Jay Ryan. I got my boy Isaiah Joseph back in the building, reoccurring
what up,
guest
what
for the
up?
third time. What
back,
up?
back.
Yes,
Back.
we already got into a deep conversation, and I got my boy Alan Christopher also back on the couch. What up?
What up?
What were you about to say?
Well,
Because we was in it.
we were definitely in it, but you know what? I mean, we could pivot a little bit. It's about like I was thinking earlier about my phone and like when I'm on a date or hanging out with somebody,
Yeah.
and putting the phone face down or face up. And I like to leave mine face up because I'm trustworthy. You know, like you can trust that no one's
Leave it
not
up.
gonna feel disrespected on this date.
Leave it up.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm worried about like a text, random text, because I be playing too much, y'all. I play a lot with my friends. Like one time I went on a date with this guy, and he was a big guy, right? He was like fat. And before I got there, I texted my friend.
The big guy. He's
My,
like fat.
my friends were texting me.
Alan knows those.
My friends were texting me, and they were like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What you got going on?" I was like, "I'm going on a date with a fat nigga."
Yeah.
Right? Why I accidentally sent the text to the date?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
But I was just playing like
Oh.
No.
But that was one of my lessons where it was
Wow.
like, okay, you play too much because even though you're playing with your friend, the guy wasn't mad. We still went on a date. The date was cool. He actually sent me a message laughing. Now I didn't change the whole subject, but basically, how y'all feel about putting your phone down? What do y'all?
We're
do?
gonna get back to that date in a minute. I typically put my phone face down. Also, honestly, our phones should be in our pockets, but because we're consistently checking things, I do put the face down. I do have apps. I would hate for me to get a message because it says I'm 24 feet away from another.
A little ding. One of those special
Yeah.
24
sounds.
feet
And
goes
it's like,
crazy. You
even
looking
if
around the restaurant.
and the funny thing is, like, I'm on the date because I met this person on the
Right,
same app
right.
or whatever the case may be.
So they should
But
understand.
They should understand, but also I think the respect thing for them not to see it, because you also don't want to seem like you messaged back,
Yeah.
or that there's a conversation going on within the app, or you also don't know what you told your friends before you came, and they're like, "Girl, what he looking like?
what
Is he
I'm saying.
stupid?" Like, I don't like pop-up messages. Sometimes I cringe when I'm in my car because if you have AirPlay or
Yeah.
CarPlay,
Yeah.
and then the screen goes on. And my screen is like a full screen in my car, and I'm playing music, and I'll see these messages, and I'm like, "Shut up, bro! Don't text me."
Like why?
Like I be cringing. I'm like, "Oh, please don't look at the screen. Please don't look at the screen."
My phone is up.
Yes.
I don't have anything popping up on my lock screen, so it doesn't really matter. But I think I've got conditioned to kind of have my phone always near me because my family's on the East Coast. So I just never know when that phone call is going to like ring or I'm going to miss something.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives me anxiety if I'm not,
Yeah.
if I can't see it on like certain dates and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get better at just in general, if I go out to dinner, even if it's with friends, put the phone up. Let's not look at it while we're ordering food or drinks. Everybody's always on their phone. Listen, put the phone up. So it's either up, or if it's on the table, it's face up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes when you're on a date, there are moments where it's like somebody might have to take a work call or some shit. Because sometimes if they doing something, I'll like look at my friend text real quick, like, you know, just to see what's up. But I agree with you. It's better to just have your phone up and just like get to know each other.
Yeah.
And enjoy each other for sure. But
I want to pivot back to what we were discussing on your date. First of all, I want to know what his response was.
I'm gonna tell you.
Because you said that he responded. Did he respond in the moment?
No, he didn't, right? So I didn't know.
And you guys are on the date.
No, we weren't. I'm on the way to the date in the car. So I'm thinking I'm texting my friend, but I sent it to him, right? So as soon as I exit the freeway and I'm about to pull up to the date, he texts me. He's like, LMAO, ha 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 ha. And I look, I'm like, what this nigga laughing at? And I'm like,
yo,
wait.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I should have never said that. I play too much. I think you're cute. I was being matter of fact.
Yeah.
Like, you're a big nigga. Like, and he was like, it's cool. He didn't have no problem. We met up. It was cool. The day was cool. He was a cool guy, but I actually tried to hang out with him again. He actually ignored me.
He swerved you.
So I felt like maybe he talked to his friends and it was like, no.
Yeah, nah.
You know what's crazy is in other countries, they use direct terms like that. Like if you go to France and you're fat, they're going to call you fat. Like it's not like, they don't look at it as derogatory the way Americans do. For us, it's like, you know, I think for me, if I use a term like that, because I've been on the stockier side, you know, so it's like,
I have too.
So it's like been there, was, you know, so, but it's funny because me and Al,
I cannot believe
back in the days, I think because
this part
before I get to this story, was this you taking a chance and trying something different, or do you particularly?
I've like went on a date with a big nigga before,
and I
like all type of niggas.
Yeah.
Clearly.
If they're cute, they're cute. I think somebody
because I used to be so stocky, I was never into like bigger guys. I've always been, and not even just like, I'm not even a nigga that's into like ripped, muscular guys. Like, I just like skinny niggas. You know, like, that's just always been my thing. So one time, me and Alan Alan asked me to go on a double date. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. Like, mind you, this is like my younger days when I was like,
we were young.
super cocky and just uber pretty boy, you know?
Super superficial, probably.
Was I superficial?
He wasn't superficial, but he was definitely in his light skin era.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, feeling real light
And so he really didn't tell me anything about this double date. So I really didn't know what I was getting myself into.
I knew who the person I was going on a date with, but
and
bring
so,
your homeboy and bring my homeboy. All right, cool.
So we get there, bitch. And at the time, the funny thing is, I was actually really skinny, and so were you. And so, bitch, we walk in, and me and Alan worked at Nordstrom's at this time, so we were dressing down. Like, the fashion was fashion. And so I walk into we go to this boy's house. He lives in Inglewood. Whoever his date was a bartender at the time.
Yeah.
Big nigga. Okay. I walked in like, okay.
It was cool, y'all.
Big
It was
nigga.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
Like big, like
So I walked
fat or big,
yes,
like, oh, okay.
yes.
Because there's a difference between being fat and then like being
Your
husky.
date was fat. I feel like
Some
mine
people say
was
big, they
more
might
on the-
mean like
See, I feel
12.
like mine was
right.
more on the husky side. Yours was fat. Mine was more on the husky side.
Yours was fat, mine was husky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll
then-
leave it. Okay.
What do you think?
You disagree?
He was just kind of like shorter, so it kind of just seemed that way. But
When you're shorter, you do get
Yeah, but I
stocky.
didn't feel
Was it,
like
like,
he was like,
stocky?
because I think because stocky can still be like fat in a sense, right?
Yeah,
but like fat to me is just very like sloppy.
True.
It's not like really put together.
But
You know
when
what I
you're
mean?
shorter,
But
it does add the weight, because I know guys that were my size when I was 206 that look skinny as hell because of their height.
yeah,
Versus me, who was shorter, and it was like, bitch, you fat.
That's
like,
true.
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just leave it at that.
Okay, so your date.
I walked in.
He said,
I walked in and
Ooh.
I seen him, and this was like the era that, like, remember Expressmen, how they used to wear, like,
Yes.
they used to sell those like bright ass colored button ups.
oh gosh.
And so it's like
Yeah,
chocolate
that-
young fellow. He had these Aldo boots on that were just flying away, and then this turquoise button up on. And I just remember walking in, and I sat down, and I just like this, and I got on my phone, and I just remember Alan texting me saying, "Don't start," and I'm like, I didn't even do nothing yet. Like, but you set me up, like,
Oh my
no.
God.
Like, I was like, this nigga
That's
set
hilarious.
me up.
He had to
man.
take one for the team.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah,
no,
take one for
it
the
literally
team.
was like, damn, like, you got me.
Damn.
I thought, like, I was like, oh, okay, like, this is cute. This is gonna be cute. We actually
Granted,
was
I
having
didn't
a lot
know.
of fun.
We had a lot of fun, but I didn't know what the friend looked like.
The
You
funny
know what I
thing
mean?
is, I don't know if we had a lot of fun with them or just the fact that we were together, because
Probably
it was really
together.
just us
Yeah.
cutting up.
Right.
They took us to
Just
some
getting in
bar
their
in
life.
Inglewood, which is not like a place that we ever go hang out and drink. And we almost got beat up there too, bitch.
It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on this
That's
double
crazy.
date.
Because
but-
we were in the we went to the bathroom. Look at us using the bathroom together like girls. We went to the bathroom to go pee, and like there was like this water running on the floor.
Mhm.
And I had these fucking red bottoms on, and he had some expensive shit on. And I was like, damn, these gonna wet our shoes. Like, these are this. And then this third guy that just happened to be in the bathroom was like, yeah, because I paid like $400 for these. And me and Alan both looked at his
I was
shoes
like,
at the
"400
same
where?"
time. And we just started.
Where?
We didn't even say anything.
Where?
We just started laughing. They were like these Timbs, but they weren't even like the Timbs that we would wear. They were
Right.
like the Timbs that you get at, like, you know, like
we were just childish.
they were giving lugs. Yeah.
Just being childish.
Childish. We were young. We were
Yeah.
young and dumb
young.
and
No,
just
I get it.
spoiled.
I feel like not everybody, but a lot
And
of
the
us.
guy looked at us and
We
said, I don't
did
know what the fuck y'all laughing at when I
said,
tell you we shut it up. So
He said, "What's funny, nigga?"
Ooh, the times.
Man, it was
The
a time
times.
though.
The
Sounds like a
time.
great time.
It was a time. And they were nice guys. I don't even think I exchanged numbers with the guy. He never made me feel like we were on a date though.
I
feel
think they
like
both
you and
kind of.
yours already had a rapport.
Yeah, we already
Mine
kind of like
never
hung
really
out a
took the
couple
time
times.
to be like, so what's up? Like, hey,
Yeah.
like, let me pull you to the side.
He
Like,
probably felt your energy.
no, because I actually ended up being a lot of fun that night. Because the
Joey
drink
is fun though.
Remember, the guy
Joey
is a
fun just in
bartender.
general.
Oh, okay.
So whatever he was feeding us, we was lit.
Right,
okay?
right.
Yeah.
Are you? So did you keep talking to the guy? Your guy?
After for a while,
Okay.
but the reality was.
Did you guys
that-
make it past first base?
What's first base?
Did you guys make it to first base?
We made it to first base.
Okay.
I thought, but like we've known on the show before, I'm gonna kiss her. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss you. Like that's
Yeah.
that's not gonna be a thing. But yeah, that's kind of where it ended.
Mm.
So
The funny thing is I find myself looking at bigger guys now. I think bigger guys are like, there's a lot of handsome bigger guys.
There definitely is. I mean, people have handsome faces. They just have bigger bodies.
Yeah.
But like you were saying earlier, it's about like, I probably wouldn't be into someone who's just slop around.
Yeah.
But yeah, a big nigga who's just
Well
cute,
put together.
dress nice, smell good.
Yeah,
like
I'm totally
everyone
for
else.
that.
You gotta be
Yeah.
cute though.
You definitely
gotta be
You
cute.
gotta be cute if you're skinny.
Period. Yeah.
Everything.
Because I always think that like at the end of the day, if you really wanted to like work on your body and get a body, you can get that.
You definitely can.
Like you can't get a face. I mean, you can pay for it, but then it's not going to be yours. A little bit harder. You know what I mean? But you know, you can work on those things to kind of get those things.
I'm definitely at a place that if you have enough confidence to approach me and actually like
yes.
try to get to know me and take me out on that level, I'm definitely giving a chance. I'm there.
That makes
because for me, that's the confidence that I'm like, all right,
good for you.
Good for you.
no, for sure.
That's
Thanks.
great.
That makes
That's
me
great.
so attracted to guys because most guys feel intimidated about whatever
I was
one
gonna
reason or
say.
the other. So when a guy actually just sees me outside and just comes up and just starts talking to me normal, like I low key be on their dick because I'm like, no one else is doing this.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I need someone to be active. The gym is part of my lifestyle. I need you to be in there.
that.
You
but
can
I
be
know
husky.
bigger guys that go
Yeah,
to the gym.
and I will talk
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
But if you just a bigger guy and you don't go to the gym, it's just not going to work for me.
Right. And you're going to be asking me to eat everything. No.
Right. Like, no.
It's so weird because out here in LA is a culture of like healthy everything. Like half the restaurants are like go green and
Mm-hmm.
and healthy this and smoothies and fucking acai bowls. And yet when we go to places like Atlanta or even in Texas, their bodies are better. Have you noticed that?
They are?
When I go to the gym out here, the niggas' bodies out here
Oh,
are
they're
not
they're not sick.
for the amount of time that you see everybody in the gym,
Mm.
their bodies are not sickening. You go to Atlanta, everybody's fucking ripped. And they're eating fucking fried wings all the time. So it's such a crazy difference, even though they're eating all the fatty shit out there,
Yeah.
and yet their bodies are like ripped.
Yeah.
And then out here,
I
everybody's
never
eating
looked
salads
into it.
and still...
Because I feel like
I mean,
at our
salads
gym,
also don't make you like ripped either.
I'm
like,
just
you know what I mean?
saying,
But I get what
you
you're
know,
saying.
yeah.
at our gym, you don't feel like it's some hot body in
Now,
there?
I feel like there has been a shift recently, and I mean, even myself, I have been going to the gym for so long, and it's not like I was seeing results. I was maintaining a size to not get bigger, but I was still on the stockier side. I don't think I knew until until I lost the weight that I lost now, but I definitely had been. How long have I been in the gym? Forever, and it wasn't like anything was changing. It just wasn't going up. You know.
Yeah.
Now, I'm like, I'm seeing the results, but I also started working out with a trainer. I also started working out differently. And the funny thing is, I'll be telling my friends, I'm like, now that I'm losing the weight, and I said on my last episode, in January, I was 206. I'm 179 now.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah. And that's like not even that long ago, January to now. Like, that's a good amount of time for what I've lost. And I find myself hungrier. Like, I'm starving all the time now. Whereas when I was bigger, I was full after one meal. I could eat breakfast and then not eat till dinner.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because you're using a lot of energy at the gym.
And that's what they said. They were like, you finally built up your metabolism to get to where it needs to be. But yeah, I definitely seen a shift. I think as of recently, the bodies are like, we're getting there.
Yeah, I used to be
at our age.
When I was 20.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, Doc. You're finally seeing like, damn, after all this time.
Right.
When I was 21, but I feel like right now is the perfect time to be hot. But when I was 21, I went to the doctor because like I'm tall. I'm like a tall guy. So like you were saying, when taller people have that weight on them, you really don't notice. So I was tall, and I went to the doctor and got my weight at 21. I was 270. I said that's 30 pounds away from 300 pounds. Like that's crazy to me. So that's when I turned my life around, stopped drinking soda, and started like working out and exercising and shit like that. But it really does make a difference, the height, because shorter dudes, they just look bigger.
Yeah.
So, and it's
It's
the
funny
same
because
thing
when
when
I
they
met you,
swole
you
too.
used to be like a stick.
Yeah.
When I first met you,
I was a stick then.
you were like very much model build for real. Yeah.
That was like the middle of, that was like shortly after the 21. I just lost weight, but I didn't put on muscle. I just like got skinny and shit. And yeah, being skinny. This is
like
a funny question.
Skinny fat.
Right.
Because that's
you
the
guys
thing.
like being skinny better than being bigger?
Yes.
Do you think it's more fun?
I don't. Okay, so I say this. Like I said, I didn't realize I was big. I didn't realize I was big until now. Even though niggas, when niggas be talking shit, they say, shut your fat ass up or say something like that. And I was just like, nigga, please. Like, I think I was a little in denial because I didn't feel like I was ever fat. I knew I was a little husky, a little thick, but I never felt like I was fat. I still wear the same clothes. I do see how different they look on me now, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shirt would have been filled out.
Yeah.
These pants would have been a little tight. I would have probably unbuttoned them after we finished filming. Now the pants are looser. I can now fit a small. You get what I'm saying? I definitely was buying larges and extra larges. I'm now wearing a medium. So that's, I think, if you're in the fashion space, yes, the clothes look better, and I like how the clothes look better on me.
Yeah.
And like, again, I don't like. Before, I used to feel full all the time, which is an uncomfortable feeling, especially for us who go out a lot. Like, you go eat, and I like to eat. I am a foodie, and so to eat, I like a dinner before we go out. And bitch, now we in the club, and I'm feeling full, which is now working on my confidence. Even though I'm not showing that, I'm feeling that. Now. Bitch, we go eat, and I'm not full, and I'm going out, and I'm like, bitch, I'm lit.
And you're still feeling skinny.
And I'm starting to notice the energy with me. It is shifting. I am noticing, like, everybody trying to shoot their shot again.
Yeah.
Do you feel more positive, like, from yourself? Like, do you feel like you're projecting more positivity because you feel better about yourself?
More confidence?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that or age, because I do feel like, we have, like, consistent conversations, all of us, and I do feel like with me there is a growth that is happening consistently. I'm not a person at this age that feels like I know it all, and I never try to express that. I feel like with me, I want to learn, and I am learning every day. And I, even when I get into my 60s and 70s, I still want to be that person.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if it's the confidence within me. I think that could play a major role in it. And I would like to say yes. And the reason being is because even with me perfecting my looks, I would want somebody else to feel good about when I talk to them and the things I say.
But I also think it's like this yin yang that everyone always feels like as you get older, you can't do something. So I think that, like, now that we're at this age, and like, I was the fat kid, you know what I mean? So like, that's a stigma that never really goes away in your mind, right? So now being 40, and we're starting to see our bodies kind of transform in a great way. It's just building on, and then you're more comfortable in like who you are as a person, and you're starting to see this, and you're like, yo, I can still do this, and this is happening, and I see this happening. So I think naturally we're projecting more confidence, because it's like, no, we can do whatever we want to do at whatever age that you want to do it at. I think that's what's happening for you without you even realizing it. You know what I mean? Because like, going to the gym and working out is not necessarily confidence now. The body is the thing that's just going to come with it, but I think it's just more of a mental thing that's for you, and you just feel happy.
Yeah, because now I can't wait to take this shirt off. Now I'll be like we went to the beach. Usually I used to be the type of person, go to the beach and lay on my stomach,
Right.
Now
you like take it off. Lay on the...
Right, it's like...
like, stand up. I don't even need to lay down.
Bitch,
like,
I'm at the spotlight.
Right.
Y'all see it.
Exactly.
Come on, spot.
No, you're right. It's definitely like in your head confidence, because I do think, like, sometimes, because I was like, I was just always thicker than my brother. So he would call me fat. So I always felt like the fat kid when I was a kid. And I feel like I never had like just a normal boy chest. So it was like, that kind of stuff does... like when I would play basketball and my coach would be like, y'all the shirts, y'all the skins, and I would always end up on the skin team. And I couldn't even focus on the game because I'm just like, I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really affects you. So when you do start to feel more confident about yourself, and people just see that energy. They can tell, they can see it. Because there's big ass fat people who walk around with a bunch of confidence and they pull. Because people are like, damn, I like that.
Most bigger people have the most confidence. I actually saw, I didn't watch the episode, but I saw the clip where Khloe Kardashian talked about in her bigger days, she was more confident. And when she said it, I agree. Because and then she broke it down, and everything she said, I agreed. Because when you're bigger, you've built up a confidence for yourself as a defense mechanism.
True.
And you are already that. You're big, She said that when she lost all the weight and got skinny, everybody was like, oh my God, you look so good. Here come the compliments. But the problem is now maintaining it. So the moment you gain the ounce of a small amount of weight that's not even close, it's already like, oh, she's getting big again. Oh, her face is a little swollen. Oh, this, oh, that. And then now you're in your head. Whereas when you were bigger, you were just like, bitch, I just am who I am already.
But I also think there's an age thing.
Yeah.
Because I think at a certain age, I think being at my age, it's also I just don't care.
Yeah.
True.
So although like my body is doing whatever it's going to do, I also don't care. Like, so it doesn't matter if I have a six pack or I don't have a six pack. I don't care.
Yeah.
So that alone is projecting a different type of confidence of like you
Yeah.
being secure in who you are regardless. Because once again, if I wanted a body, I can go get a body.
Yeah.
But I am who I am. Like my soul is who I'm just dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Because I've definitely been insecure. In my skinny body, I was insecure as fuck. Just like you said, if I ate some crazy shit and I woke up the next day and I just felt like, oh, my cheeks, like my cheekbones, I can't see them. And my friends would be like, bro, you have body dysmorphia. Like, you look like a stick right now. My mom would be like, you need to eat something. You're worried about being fat. You literally need to eat.
Tell me this, because you come from Texas, and it's funny because Heather Sanders was just here, and she's also from Texas, and she talked about how
It's bigger in Texas.
she used to be, exactly, but it's also like in Texas, it's not frowned upon to be bigger. It's also, I was saying that, especially for women, well, no, for men too, because I've heard girls say guys with guts have more money in Texas. Like, that's like their thing. This girl sat there and told me, I was like, oh, he fine. She said, girl, he ain't got no gut. And I said, are you like guys with guts, girl? And she was like, the bigger the gut, the more the money. And I was like, and she was like, dead ass. And I was like, oh.
I'm going to keep that in mind when I go at the end of the month.
And then I was telling Heather how like my sister in her sorority, there was a girl on the bigger side, and she was like that bitch out there. And I used to be like, come to LA. And she was like, boy, I ain't coming to LA. She was like, out here I'm a 10, out there I'm a 2.
Right.
And I was like, damn, and it is such a different thing. So I ask you, because you are from Texas, did this body dysmorphia start when you came to LA, or did you always have it even out there?
It was definitely in New York and LA.
Okay.
That's when I started modeling and stuff and being like, comparing myself to other boys who had more fit bodies and looked like stick figures. But I guess I look like a stick figure too, but just couldn't see it. It was kind of like shallow how. Like, I would look in the mirror and I'd be like, you just find everything wrong with yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, you look perfect.
Right.
But in Texas, yes, being big is not as frowned upon. Some people will still, if you get in an argument with a nigga, they're going to say, shut your fat ass up for sure. But it's just like, we just eat there. We be eating like.
I never cared. When people say that term, like, shut your fat ass up or something like that. Like, I guess because I always had jokes, it was a thing where it was like, it never really dawned in my brain because I was already about to fuck you up with some shit. Because I was like, oh, that was your joke?
I mean, when
let's
you're
go.
gay, kind of fat,
yes,
you got jokes.
Yes.
You ready to come at people.
Yes.
Like, no one's gonna, like, my brother was calling me fat since I was fat and gay since
My
I was a
cousins,
kid. So
my
like, by the
cousins.
time I get to
Yeah.
school, you say it, it's like
okay, come up with something.
Look at
It's
your
like,
clothes.
oh, that's all you got?
Right.
You're
Let's
poor.
go.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Dead ass. No, dead ass. Oh, man. I love it. Okay, let's get into some highlighted topics. Losing your black card. What are some of the things that you guys do or don't like when it comes to food, movies, and songs that will make you lose your black card? And I'll start.
Okay.
I hate cornbread.
That's not taking away your black.
Oh, people tell me that all the time. They be like, "Oh, you lost your black card," and I'm Creole.
For cornbread?
I'm Creole.
Cornbread though?
I hate
That's insane.
cornbread.
Everyone eats cornbread. I mean, I wouldn't say cornbread's a black person thing, but maybe it is.
Is it not? I think cornbread's a black person thing.
I mean, white people eat cornbread. Everybody eats
I mean, white
cornbread.
people
I
eat
wouldn't take
everything.
your black card for that.
I wouldn't take your black card for that.
I wouldn't take your black
White
card.
people eat people. I just want.
He's
He's just joking, guys.
I'm not.
Actually,
Jeffrey
he's not.
Dahmer was
Right.
definitely eating
Nah.
people.
Not joking. But so cornbread, I don't agree with that. But I will say this. Someone tried to take my black card the other day because I posted a video where I was singing When I See You by Fantasia, but I forgot the lyrics. I was fucked up and I put like I forgot the lyrics, and he came in my DM and was like, oh, like I don't know if we can't bring you to the cookout. And I was just so offended. I was like, bro, I'm a black person. I have a lifetime membership. You can't take shit from me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got really like serious. He was just joking. I got serious. I be doing too much. But I feel like black card, I don't let me see. I just don't. If you're black, you can't take my black card. Like,
Have you?
I don't know. I
What's
think
yours?
it used to be the fact that I didn't eat macaroni and cheese.
You know what the crazy thing is?
chitlins.
Oh,
I mean, I hate
I'm not eating
chitlins,
that
and I don't
either.
care if
Nah.
that's
Take it.
Take it. The black.
Girl, I'll give it to you. Okay, fuck that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
nah, that's
I
not
hate
happening.
the smell of them.
Yeah.
I hate the smell of them. And I would say in today's,
Smell, how they look, just not.
in today's
not
day and age, my family don't really make them. From time to time, you'll get like my aunt making them, but ew.
Yeah.
And I hate when people be like, "You haven't had my chitlins, bitch. I don't want them."
No.
You ever had my shit?
Yeah,
not
yeah, I don't
supposed
want
to
your
either.
shit.
No.
That is what it is. Shit. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good on this.
you can
shit.
have it.
I'm trying to think. Is there something that I would want to take someone's black card for?
Have you seen the movie Soul Food?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, is that a real
Okay.
question? Like,
You know,
yes.
my friend
So,
Jelon.
so if they haven't
my
seen
friend
it, that's
Jelon, I had posted a clip from Soul Food, and my friend Jelon, his wife, she had commented, and she was like, "Oh my God, one day I have to watch this." And I said, "What?" Like,
For one
Okay.
day, it's crazy.
she's never
now
seen
then
it.
that's
The
something you
movie-
can take your black card.
Yeah.
for.
The
Like
cinema-
soul food, you have to have seen
I'll take
soul
your black
food.
card if you haven't certain cinema.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll say, give me one.
what family are you from?
Give me another
What
movie.
black family did you come from? I mean, a lot of people say Friday is one of those movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
Friday is one. Soul food.
I mean, would you say The Color Purple would be that or no? It's
No.
kinda not like it's.
I
That's
mean,
more
I
of a
feel like I've
period
seen it,
piece.
but I've seen I've seen both versions, the old and the new.
Yeah, I wouldn't take your black card.
I
for
wouldn't
that.
take your black.
I'd be
card.
like, okay, you didn't
You know
need
why?
to watch it.
It's just
'cause
a little older.
right.
Mhm. What about if you didn't know what bounced that Juvenile song? If you don't know that song,
Was that an age thing though?
I feel like they
I'm
play it
speaking.
still.
I'm
They
speaking
play
more
it
in our
so much.
generation.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay.
Because the new age, they ain't seen Soul
They
Food.
ain't seen soul
They
food.
haven't. They haven't.
Yeah, and their families don't be cooking, so they ain't had no chillin'.
They don't even go to church.
They,
Like, they're not even going to church.
they don't even like to celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay,
Right.
They try to get rid of every holiday.
They over it.
Every
They done.
They're like, what is this?
they don't like life. Okay.
That's why I feel like we don't have any singers like that. Like, you know, those voices that come from church. Like,
Oh,
don't have
I
those
actually
anymore.
So I went to my friend this past week had asked me to go to church 2 weeks ago, and I was like, maybe next week, because you know when you ain't been to church in a long time, it is hard to just
Get
gather
up.
your brain to say like, yeah, I want to go. And I have my own relationship with God. I'll be watching church.
Right.
You can say I'm just not a church goer, and
But that's what a freak's at.
huh?
The
That's
freaks
what a
be at
freak's
church.
at.
See, and I
Remember that pastor?
and this is the thing.
The pastor.
As freaky as I can be, the crazy thing is when I put myself in the church room, I try not to have those type of thoughts, or
That's good.
I will not be on the apps in there.
Turn 'em
like,
on.
because
Turn 'em on.
God is watching, even though He's watching all the time.
He knew you was going that
But
day
he really
too.
wasn't, yeah. But he,
He
know I
made
wasn't
you
going
be
for
there.
You
that.
already know what you're doing.
Yeah, all
But
right.
anyways, my
Before
friend
you do
asked
it
me to
bad.
go, and I was like, maybe next week. And he really held me to it because I forgot. He was like, oh, church tomorrow at 8:45. I'm like, 8:45? God damn. So we went to Oasis, which is a known church in LA for like years. I just never been because we used to go to West Angeles when I was a kid. And I went, and to what you just said, it didn't feel like
Back in the day.
yes,
Mm.
because it is very integrated now.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the soul in the voice.
Mm.
Right.
And yeah, that I didn't
That's
like. And they
missing.
were still good singers. I just didn't hear like the soul in the voice that I would have liked to hear. And I love to make it to that part of the church, the
Yeah.
proportion of that.
The Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I went to a church like maybe a couple months ago. I met some guy on the street, and I went, and they were like, I went to Bible study a few times, and the church is supposed to be about artists. Like, it's supposed to be for people who are musicians, actors,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm going, but like 2 times, the pastor and one of the members stood up and said that like they came to LA thinking that they were going to be an actor, but God had a different plan. I'm like, okay, well, like that sounds
Oh,
like.
they're trying to take you out of the
Yeah,
art.
I'm like, is this for people? Like, I just didn't get that. I'm like, how are you guys saying that? But you also were saying this is for artists and stuff. But then you're saying
That's weird.
it's your path. You should keep that. You should say that better.
Yeah.
Like my path that God gave me. I wasn't an actor because I sucked, or not really, but just like something extra.
Yeah.
Sort of.
You just wasn't good at
No,
it.
like-
Sorry.
You just couldn't produce a beat, and,
Right.
and God was like, okay, do this
Or
instead.
you just couldn't sing. That was not your
Like-
calling.
And you went twice?
I went to
And Bible study.
The Bible study.
He was really trying to figure out his path.
I was really trying to get back to
It sounded
God.
like you were in a different career path.
Okay.
Get back to
Maybe
God.
you're trying to
man.
look for a different calling.
No,
Like,
it was.
oh.
I went to Bible study first, and the Bible study was literally around the corner from the gym. So I walked there. It was like at the pizza place, Pitfire.
Ah.
They were having Bible study there. I'm like, whatever, I'll go. Like, I still want to hear some God stuff, some good stuff. I haven't been to church in like, I don't know how long. So I
And
was
you
like,
going to start with Bible study. Okay.
Bible study? Yeah, I wanted to study the Bible.
What I did realize in me going is I wouldn't mind finding a good church. I don't feel like that church was for me.
Yeah.
But I
fair.
wouldn't mind finding a good church. Because I did. Okay, so after the music portion of it, they went into reading scriptures. Is that? Yeah.
How do you say, is that what it's called?
I just want to make sure that I'm saying the right term. You know, church people, because church people are very like,
Okay.
you know.
You're going to be in a
So
comment.
I want to make sure I'm using the right terms. But so they went into reading scriptures for almost like the whole thing. I felt like I was in class.
Yeah.
I hated the feeling of being in class because I was never the type of learner that could just sit in a class and
listen
learn
and pay attention.
like that. So I found my ADHD was kicking in. I started thinking of what I wanted to eat after, what I was gonna wear to the event later. Bitch, I started
Everyday
yawning.
people.
Yeah.
I started yawning. I didn't want people to see me yawn, so I'm trying to like not yawn. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it was just like a lot going on. And then at towards the very end, I would say like the last 15 to 10 minutes, he started preaching and it was good. But I was just like, damn, why you didn't do this the whole, you know, not even if you didn't do it the whole time, the majority of the time, because he really started saying some shit in the end. And I was like, damn, I feel that. Like, that's some real shit. But it was really like, I felt like he didn't really start preaching until the very end. The whole rest was just him reading and then breaking down what he was reading, but not in a preaching tone. And that's why I won't go back. But yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah. Church.
Church.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Have you guys been to one church?
I have not.
I have.
So that's like somewhat of a industry church, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like one church though.
I do. I'm
like
not a
it.
church person, so.
I was going there consistently for a little bit and I liked it. What I didn't like is that I think so the pastor there is the son-in-law to TD Jakes.
Oh, okay.
And so I think he was also booked between obviously this one and then going out there. And so a lot of times he wouldn't be there.
Right.
And that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I would show up and they would have it on the screen. It's like, y'all could have just told us this. I could have streamed
I
this
coulda
at
stayed-
home.
yeah.
That's what I didn't like.
Right.
So
yeah.
that's when I stopped.
Like, if I'm
kinda
going to church, I want to show up and see
Yeah.
my preacher.
And even if you have a guest
everything.
speaker, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
but to be
but that
watching
is
it
not-
on the screen and
That's
me being,
crazy.
I was like
Now you wildin'. You
yeah,
ain't
because
come here.
they do stream live. So it's like I could have just
They
streamed
want
it.
you in person. They want that tithe. Period.
Yeah,
That
no.
10% now.
Yeah.
Which, if you're going to church, I get it. You're paying for the light bill. You're paying for people's salaries to work at the church. But I used to go to church with my mom all the time, me and my brother and my mom. But we stopped going because we used to go to church and the pastor would be going on a jet somewhere. Like,
Facts.
he's doing a missionary thing in
Facts.
Africa. Okay, you on a private jet. You flying helicopters. What you got a helicopter for, nigga? Like, and we struggling. Like, my mom she was over it. And I
Yeah,
was giving
that's the
10% of
thing.
my money as a child because I was like, I just was so, when I was a kid, I was so into God. I mean, I still believe in God. But I
Yeah.
was super like tithing. But I feel like I was very blessed too. So I feel like I used to get the things that I pray for all the time. So I was like, let me go ahead and tithe because
Yeah.
I'll be looking out. But the pastors and the shit they be doing, it just be kind of dragging after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I
church
feel like
is
you
so
should be a
different.
humble pastor. You don't need to be like, I don't know.
I don't know. I try not
Make
to like.
money-
Okay, I get what you're
make
saying
money
because
outside
like
of church.
these
Write
ones
a
have
book.
that too, and I try not to think. I try to put myself in the position that if I was a pastor, I would want that too. You know what I'm
make
saying?
your money. Like, write a book. If you do some stuff like
But
that,
they do be
outside-
writing those
if
books
they
and
do
stuff
that,
too.
then I get
Yeah.
it. Make your money. But once you become too big that you can't even be at the church, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Fake moment or surprise, singer influencer popped up at Jennifer Lopez's premiere. Do you guys believe that this was a surprise or a fake moment? Put your headphones on.
I'm like,
It's the motherfucking queen! Bitch!
You want to sing?
Oh, na 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 na. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Na 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 na. Oh, my apologies. Tonight we gon' be it on the
She was good.
floor.
Oh my God! You scared the shit out of me.
I would say he used to do this, I feel like when he first started doing those, it was probably just him showing up himself. But at this point, he probably has a manager who's contacting
for sure.
people. It's like,
Yeah,
for sure.
But J-Lo not doing that with a random person.
No.
She doesn't
Like,
get that.
and how you get that close on to the carpet?
Like, you on the carpet.
Like, you're before the photographer.
Okay,
Dog,
so
like, no.
that's what I clocked, being that we go to these events.
Yeah.
There's no way you would have got that close.
No way.
Now, he is known, but he used to be at like the exits and stuff doing them. And
Exactly.
people, he would
He would
start
catch
singing and
people.
people be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this definitely was like a setup PR moment.
Definitely.
And to me, it wasn't executed good at all.
Not at all.
And what? I love J-Lo. I love J-Lo.
J-Lo's sick, yeah.
I'm not like on the hate J-Lo train the way everybody else is.
No,
but for
I like
something
J-Lo.
with her, it's like when it comes to these TikTok and social media moments, they just do not read well because this is not the first one that she's done.
So you think that she did this versus
do you think she was
she
surprised? Like, her
J-Lo's
team-
so big, she has to approve everything. It's like Mariah Carey. Like, they ain't just saying like...
But like, see, I get that, but I could see her team setting it up with his team maybe, and then she doesn't know and she gets surprised. Possibly, but maybe not J-Lo.
Yeah.
I didn't read that she set this up. I think that
Well,
she,
I don't think J-Lo is just setting shit up on
I
her
think
own.
that
I think
she-
everything is getting ran by, and then it's just like...
yeah, but I think that
Yeah.
maybe she was surprised, but I think her guard was also down because the reality of like where I'm at, where I'm walking, you have to be someone
Somebody let you
to
up there.
actually do this.
Right.
Now, what you're
Yeah.
doing is like, okay, cool, this is kind of crazy, but like I know that you're not about to harm me.
Right.
Like at the end
Like,
of the
I
day.
seen another one where, like, you know, the guy that like walks down the street and he asks people like how they became millionaires or like where'd you
Yeah.
get your money from?
Yeah.
Did you see that one with her?
Those up for sure.
And like, yeah, and like she was walking and all of a sudden she stopped and he was like, "What do you do?" And she's like, "I'm an actress."
Excuse me, I love your outfit.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
What?
What do you do for a living? I spoke positivity kind of.
I'm a singer.
A singer?
Entertainer.
What's your name?
And then it's like, "Boy, you know who she is."
Right.
And girl,
It's like-
you knew who he was. Why do
Exactly.
people kept walking and you
Exactly.
stopped?
Like-
yeah.
You're J-Lo. Ain't
Yeah.
no way Beyonce is walking down and
and letting
Julius is about
someone
to move out the
Right,
way.
no.
Julius
not
gonna be
happening.
right there, like, all
Yeah,
right, talk from that
exactly.
distance,
Yeah.
or you know, like not
Yeah,
too
no,
much.
right.
So that's why I
planned.
just be
Right.
like, if you're gonna set them up, at least make them look a little more realistic. You're an
Yeah.
actress.
That's why social media kind of like that's the bad part about it because everything is so great when they first started.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, this is
I
like
think that's what
this
it
is just
is.
like this is real.
Yeah.
Then once it started getting planned, it's like okay, if you can plan it and make it look real, I'm not mad at you. But
In that setup, I would have liked if he was behind the barricade like everybody else, and if he started singing while she was taking
That's-
pictures, and then it caught it.
exactly.
That would
Yeah.
have
Got
been more
quiet
like,
and everybody
"Oh
got
my
quiet."
God, I love you."
Exactly.
Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I died that he was
Yeah.
singing the wrong words though. She corrected
She
him.
said,
That part was
la, la,
fine.
La la.
Yeah.
La la la.
He
We,
said-
we sent
he
you the
said-
lyrics.
oh.
She said we sent you the lyrics. Okay.
Right.
I didn't.
I
didn't-
approved one song.
Exactly.
You were gonna sing on
and
this
you messed up on the one song.
Yeah. The audacity.
Oh, God.
Now you get to put on your resume, worked with J-Lo. We're not
Right.
paying you.
That part. No.
Yo, in the locker room this week, Stephon Diggs was
What was he doing in this locker
Stephon
room?
was turning up in the locker room, but I want you guys to hear the audio more so than anything. Pay attention.
Okay. Listen closely.
Turn me up! Nah, one more song! One more, fuck all that! One more song! What they trying to see this dick? What song y'all want?
Wow. To keep screaming that is crazy.
Can we go back one more time? We need to hear that one more time.
Not Nicki and Cardi face.
One more
Listen.
song! One more, fuck all that! One more song! What they trying to see this dick? What song y'all want?
And he already know who talking to. Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like, child, he don't never
He
stop.
like, here you go.
We're gonna stop it there. Girl, we gotta get into these locker rooms.
Okay,
Girl,
please. I want to press pass to the locker room.
Yeah, show us.
they just be in the locker rooms filming everything, but to be yelling, they want to see this dick. I got this hard dick.
That's crazy.
Dick,
Listen.
dick. Like,
And you know he probably rocking.
okay.
That's why I be telling
Yeah.
little young gay boys, play sports. Go
Let me tell you
Not
something.
play sports. Setting them
That's
up
where the
already.
niggas is at, for real.
That boy, Chris, that is coming out about Stephon Diggs saying like all this stuff is transpiring. I'm like, the funny thing is, all this is doing is helping Stephon's.
It is.
It's helping his stock go up
Yep.
because it's helping his stock go up, and it's gonna make Cardi have to worry more. Because now you ain't gotta worry about the bitches. You gotta worry about the bitches and the niggas.
Because some niggas is coming.
The bitches.
The niggas is coming. Give a gay an inch. Oh, they're taking him out.
I would love to have Chris on the show because I don't know. I seen. Did you guys see the interview with him? And
I seen a clip of it.
I seen the clips. I didn't watch the full interview either, but I did see the story.
I don't know who he is, so I
seen the story that he broke down about the first time that he claims that Stefan made a move on him.
So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing his thing. And as he's doing his thing, I'm like, yo, bro, settle down.
And I don't know. I just have so many questions because we have a lot of straight friends.
Yeah.
And if I just whip my dick out and started stroking it in front of one of my straight friends, they probably gonna pop me. Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, you're wild.
His reaction was, bro, put that thing away. You're wildin'. Huh?
But you do have to think too also. Sometimes when famous, rich, powerful people do stuff, it's more like shocking. And you're more just like,
so I did
that's fair.
Especially he worked for him too.
Okay, so I did say that. I was like, well, you did work for him, so maybe you were worried about losing your check. However, now you're coming out with sexual assault claims. You know, you could have came out with that in the moment when that happened.
Right.
Because that in the moment was indeed
is he trying
the claim.
to legally do anything, or is he just saying?
No, I think he.
Oh, okay.
I think
Is he a straight man?
He is.
Okay.
And he's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
So they got out the car. He said that Stefan put his arm around him, stuck his tongue in his ear, and that, again.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Put your arm
if
around
I
me.
stuck my tongue in my homeboy's ear, that's straight.
It's super far.
How you think that's gonna go?
Joey, if you stick your tongue in my ear, I'm gonna be like, nigga, what are you doing?
I don't even like when lesbian bitches be doing shit like that.
You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, it doesn't even matter. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, you should get out the car and go home at that point. Like, why are you so there?
And that's why I was so like confused. And I never want to say that something didn't happen to somebody, but I guess I can see where the confusion with a lot of people are, because as a heterosexual man, a straight man, there is no way you're just letting all that go down unless you might have been curious.
Yeah,
you know, like I would have, like, there's no way.
Unless you're kind of curious.
A check or not.
Or you're like, I do think like I don't know, sometimes it's just, you just never know what is going on in the relationship, or how long they've known each other, how long I've been working for him.
But then you stuck around beyond that, even beyond that. You know
which a lot of people do when they get assaulted and abused by people.
Yeah, they do.
They be sticking around for their job, for whatever check they was getting. You just never know.
They like the access, you like to be around that type of stuff.
It is hard when you're in a working situation and it's like you're looking out for your check. But again, if you're gonna press the charges after the fact, you might as well have just did it after it happened.
Because you have a better claim now. I'm actually like working with this person.
You left.
Exactly.
You didn't wait till you got fired, or first, because they're saying that he was like stealing and shit and all this stuff. Now it's like you didn't wait for that to transpire before you started speaking on the situation. That's where I'm just like,
I agree with that.
But
best to just
pulling out your dick and stroking it and you just like, bro, put that away.
Bro, put that away.
But
I don't know, straight boys, especially in locker rooms, like they see
this was in the car.
I know, but
but like it's just kind of like a thing. Like, and
straight boys do that. They do be doing weird shit.
Yeah, they
like
just
that.
walking around the locker room just swinging it.
But
like, it's just
maybe we should have been straight.
That's what I'm saying. We should have been play sports in that locker room.
I play sports. It's
I'm joking.
You have to stay committed to it. And now you would have been up there with Odell and them. You would have been in the locker room. You know.
Okay.
Recently, Lotto was asked about her Mount Rushmore female rappers and who would be on it, and this was her response.
Lotto, who is your Mount Rushmore of female rap? So who are your 4 female rap artists?
Me.
Okay.
Period.
Nicki, Cardi.
So she feels like her, Cardi, and Nicki.
4.
Can't think of a 4th.
I mean, it's like I have to put Kim, but I love a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to sound too cliche, but like, if it's 4, it's me, Kim, Nicki, Cardi.
We'll stop it there. I actually liked that she included Nicki in this, given
not mad at it.
The history of because it takes a person, it takes a lot for somebody to say somebody's name after like the beef that they had publicly and all the scrutiny that be going on. It's like for me to still shout you out says a lot. So I actually like. I
like the fact that she added both of them.
Yeah, and she said Nicki's name first.
And Nicki, I was kind of like salty that it took you that long to say Kim.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
know what
mean?
it
I'm kind
is?
of, but it's also like I get like, oh, me, but it's kind of just like really like if you're a rap chick, like you already know who opened the door for all of you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's either like if you're gonna go Foxy Brown, you're gonna go Little Kim, like start with them and then go down the line because like
I think
realistically,
that's why she was saying as cliche as it sounds, and I think because if you're able to only choose 4 people,
Yeah.
and you're gonna pick yourself as one, whether you feel like you should be
Right.
up there or not, you're gonna
Right.
pick yourself because you should. And then I get what she's saying. Yes, Kim, but she's also a new generation girl
Yeah.
where
Right.
there are. Because her and Megan Thee Stallion get along. She didn't say her name. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
And she probably didn't grow up on Kim.
exactly. And
That's
that's
fair.
what
She grew up on
I was about
Nicki.
to get at.
I would definitely add Missy to a Mount Rushmore for me.
Mm.
I just feel like she's one of the top.
That's what I'm
female
saying. There's
rappers
so
Yep.
many
of
of
all
them.
It is.
There's
It
so
is.
many of them now.
Mhm. But the ones,
so it is tough.
The new ones are not on the Rushmore. I mean, I'll give Cardi that just because of her big power and stardom. But like anybody who came after her could not be on the Mount Rushmore already to me. Like, I
Yeah,
just don't see that.
I get that because Mount Rushmore was like the old.
Yeah, that's when
it's like
you
the
like
first president.
That's when you like really
Yeah.
ate that up.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm
you're not
saying?
even like you're not even really doing that no
Yeah,
more.
like-
you know what I mean. Like you've been there, done that. Like
Exactly.
you can still play my track today,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it still is rocking,
Exactly. It still
which is
goes.
Kim. You play today, it's
Yeah.
still like
It
still
damn. You were
goes.
talking about that 20 years ago,
Right.
Like Missy, the same thing. Like that's what I want to like.
And it's so funny how much she looked like she could be Giselle's daughter.
I was thinking that.
You know,
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, and it's funny because usually when Giselle used to be on, it used to be her and Robin, which
Yeah,
are Green Eye
she- yeah.
Bandits, and then she's like a
Right,
Green
right.
Eye Bandit too.
Green
And it
Eye
was
Bandit.
funny.
Took Robin's
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Green Eye Bandit is crazy.
You know that's what they used to
Yeah, I
call
know,
them,
I
the
know.
Green
Yeah,
Eye
that's
Bandits.
funny.
And you know Giselle be hanging out
The
with the
evil
girls that
light
look like
skins.
her. Like,
Oh, yeah, she
her
definitely
friend
has-
group is
yeah.
like a bunch of bitches that just
She
look
like
like
a pretty
me.
girl set.
Wow.
Did you guys watch the new episode of Potomac?
No.
It
It's
was
out?
good.
My mom was telling me about
It just
it.
came out. It was good.
No, that was one of the
first
ones I
episode
do
in-
watch.
Potomac is a good.
Okay,
good
good.
First
watch.
I got
episode
something to
in
watch
was a
today.
hit.
My mom was telling me about it.
Yes.
Talking about Karen.
Yeah,
No, first episode in was a hit.
I'm gonna watch it. And considering I'm from Maryland, I gotta.
Oh, you have to get
You
into
know,
it.
I
You
have to
know,
get into
I
it.
will say because the last seasons of Potomac were not it. They definitely had fallen off.
Yeah.
Them starting
just-
off the season was really
Well,
good.
they were gonna do that because now Karen is kind of like they
Karen
have something
just
to talk
got out.
about. You know what I mean?
So yeah,
But
so
last
she-
season was surrounded by that. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
So I don't think Karen's gonna, unless she's gonna be in the end of
Right,
the season
right.
because this already launched. She just got out.
Yeah,
But they are bringing Monique back,
I saw that.
which I loved.
I
Monique.
saw
Oh,
that
really?
because we're going to see what
Yes.
happens with Monique. But she only is going to be a friend of the show. She's not going to be a
Is
cast.
she?
She's
Are
only
we
going to be
sure
a
about
friend.
that?
Yep, she said it. I'd seen the clip where she actually talked about it, where she's only going to be a friend of the show because she likes her freedom and she wants to kind of still like travel with her kids and do all this. And I'm like, sis, you just did not get asked to come back full time.
Or
They
she
like,
did,
sis,
and
come
they
back.
were blocking it. Because remember, Giselle made the biggest deal about her fighting on the show. Remember, she showed up with her security and
Yeah,
everything.
so
when they
that's
had
what
a
I'm
talk.
saying. So therefore, it's not even you was not asked to come back as a real cast member.
Do you
came
feel
back
like
to
she
get
was
a-
in the wrong when she got kicked off? Because I don't.
I don't think she was in the wrong.
I don't think she was in the wrong at all.
Yeah, but those shows like you can't fight.
Well, like I get not
Like,
putting
you know
her
what I
hands on
mean?
People, yeah, but she
And
was-
it's not only like then she like pick
But
up a
then the other person-
glass.
no,
I'm
the
not
like,
other
gonna
person picked up the
lie.
glass.
Okay.
The other
There's a
person-
Candace did.
Yeah.
There's a fine line on those shows that you cannot fight. But when somebody's in your face or provoking you, or Candace threw a knife at Ashley another time. This past season, what's the light skinned girl that was married to the African guy?
Oh, what's her name? Mia?
Mia threw
Mia.
a drink on Dr. Wendy. Like, to me, that's still
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
throwing a drink is still just as bad. And she was
'Cause,
able
like,
to come
yeah,
back for
facts.
seasons
Because like
and
if you're
seasons.
not gonna punish people for throwing stuff, which is still assault, then
That's assault. You don't
Yeah.
know what they're allergic
I mean,
to.
it
You
just
don't
goes
know what
back
could
down
burn
to
their eye.
like the
you never
Kenya
know, you know?
situation of why she got kicked off. I also think it's a bigger picture as far as the whole cast together, right? So I don't necessarily think that it's like a Monique got kicked off because she was fighting. I think the reality is when they sit down with everyone on the cast and
I
they
think
say, how do you
that's
feel
what it
about
was,
this
is that the
person?
rest of the
And the
cast were
person's
out.
like, oh, I don't
But
feel
I
safe
didn't-
around
I
her.
didn't, and I like Candace
They
on
have
the show
to
because
fight.
I do
Yeah.
think that the drama that Candace brings was needed because
Yeah.
you need this on the show.
Oh yeah, she's gonna
But
bring it.
I definitely think that Candace provoked the fuck out of her.
And
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
where I
Yes.
do feel like Monique should have fell back is after it was said and done, she should have let it go. It was her chasing after her, and I think that's what made it worse.
Yeah.
And she said it. She was like, I saw black, and that's what made it worse.
That's like when Kenya and Portia is like the microphone thing.
Right.
It's like if somebody's yelling that, like if somebody's yelling in your ear with that, that's come on.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the yelling of the thing. Remember, she had that stick thing, and she went like,
Yeah.
that's what
That's
her
when
name
she
snatched
pulled-
it and snatched her ass.
And Portia said,
Woo.
"Damn,
Kenya never tried her again
She's
after
actually
that.
dragged her.
yeah."
Sometimes
A little drag is needed,
Sometimes
you
you
know?
gotta,
It's not like
let
she like
people
that.
know.
Right.
Like,
Sometimes you have to let people know they crossed the line
Pulled you like a rug.
to don't cross this line again.
Because there's certain levels of disrespect, regardless if we're on the show or not, you should just not do. And I think that they hide behind the fact that you can't do something versus like, no, this is reality TV. Like the reality is I'm gonna beat your ass. So that's going to happen sometimes. And I think that if it gets back to the fact of like, no, we don't want you to do this, but the reality, if you disrespect me to that level, I'm going to beat your ass.
For sure.
Like,
I just don't
Candy
get-
should have beat Phaedria's ass for saying that she drugged somebody. I would have beat your ass.
So,
Because that's a different type of
I get
level
what
of
you're
disrespect.
saying.
You know what I mean?
I get
Like,
what you're
no.
saying, but that disrespect was. This is why Candy couldn't do that. Phaedra is still a lawyer, so it's not even like you got a lawyer up. You are the lawyer.
That's fair.
Candy got money. Of course, I'm suing your ass after you whoop my ass, bitch. What? And you got the most money on the show,
Right, but I guess
so
you can't
yes,
sue
Candy
her for
actually was
lying.
smart. Well, she did. Well, because it's defamation of character, and
True.
Candy has multiple businesses.
Yeah.
And something after that, like you can't shake that sometime. They are actually lucky that they have a reunion episode to break these things down.
Yeah.
Because imagine if they didn't have a reunion episode and everybody just thought that.
Candy just
like
drugged
that's
her.
whack. Yeah.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But also Phaedra being a lawyer should have known better than to
Right,
be
like, why-
saying shit
Facts.
like that.
Just repeat
Because
shit.
girl.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do love me some Phaedra too.
Nah, Phaedra's, I love
she
Phaedra
cool.
too. She's
Yeah. Oh man.
yeah.
Recently Trinidad James speaks about not being invited to the Met Gala, and this is what he said.
I was a little disappointed at the Met, and I didn't see Trinidad James there. I wanted the black dandy in there. I thought you was gonna walk down the carpet at some point. I was like, Trinidad need to be. That is, he got that.
It's two different cultures out here in America. In the world, there's two cultures.
Tell me about it.
And when I say it's two cultures, is like his classism within culture, where it's the culture that people want to perpetuate, and it's the culture that people do not want to put into the forefront, because all culture comes with opinion, and some people's opinions are the ones that they don't want to be looked at as that's powerful. You know, so you got to just be able to understand that, like, the feeling that you feel is a real feeling.
Yeah.
Why would Trinidad James not up the Met Gala?
Right. Kill it.
You know what I'm saying? I know some of the best black designers in America, like the best ones. You know what I'm saying? Like the opportunity that it's not about Trinidad, it's about all the designers and nail people and all the things that I stand for that will get a chance to, it will be us.
Yeah.
That representation, you know, they didn't want to be that inclusive this time. And, you know, I don't
that
take
was
it
All right,
personally.
let's stop it there. Alan, what are your thoughts on this?
Right.
I understand
I was gonna say it's tricky.
He's making a point.
He is making a point, right?
Yes.
And I do get it, but it is the Met Gala, right? Like they're always going to want
the big
that level of control to invite whoever they want to invite, regardless if we thought that it's a black thing. It's still controlled by them.
Yeah.
So they're still going to control who they're going to invite and da-da-da. I agree. Would he have went and fucked it up? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's his thing. But at the same time, if you know these black designers and you have a rapport with them and they knew that you would have fucked it up, they could have invited
That's
you.
what it's supposed to
Like, at the end of the day, this is, yes, it's a fashion event, but these brands, right, working for a brand are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a table at this event. If they want to be represented and have you on at their table that they know that you're going to fuck it, they would have invited you.
And
so
that's
it's
why
not
this was
only
tricky.
about the Met Gala, it's also about your peers and making
And
sure
who
that you're in the
invited you.
room
Yes.
to make sure that you're going to deliver
Because
what you
the
need
way
to
he was
deliver.
interviewing, it almost came off like the Met Gala didn't invite him.
Yeah.
When in fact, it's the designers that, one, have to have the
Absolutely.
table in there, which they purchase.
Yeah.
And then two, they have to invite you. So I think that's where I was like confused by this event, by this interview, is because he's answering based on the Met Gala not inviting him. Not the designers, or even
And I think
and even him saying there's like a lot of black designers. Well, did they purchase the table? Did they try to purchase
and I
the
think,
table? You know?
And that's the bigger conversation, right? Of like, when we get the opportunity to be in these spaces with our peers, are we making sure that we're pulling each other to show up in these spaces, right? So like I know what it's about. Like at the end of the day, like I was joking, like who? But at the same time, it's a lot of consumers that's thinking that way. So as a brand, if I'm going to buy a table for almost $200K, I'm going to make sure that we're having the top celebrities that is going to wear my brand that I'm designing
That's going to get the press.
That's going to get the press to do X, Y, and Z versus you making a bigger statement. I understand the bigger, the statement part of it, but it's still the fashion industry, right? So we still have to, after this night, we still have to go sell what was on the runway.
And it's no
right?
shade. There's plenty of fly motherfuckers walking around on the streets right now that could fuck up the Met Gala. But
for sure.
They're not invited because
there's so many people that we know that I'd be like, damn, why aren't they ever invited?
I don't think people know how the invitations work. They think that like Anna Wintour is just like Trinidad James. You can come. This is like you said, the designer has to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm gonna get a big nigga, and you're not doing that big. I guess.
Right. Like what project are you working on? At the end of the day, are you going to come not only be at my table, but are you going to give a donation? Not saying that he wouldn't, but like this is what that's about. Like that's all. Like that's the thing. It's not just about fashion.
I agree with it all.
So,
wrong or fair game? Cam Newton says that he is before dating someone that he needs to know their list, and here is the clip.
I wanted to know her list.
Of who she
I want to know.
addresses?
I needed to know. I have to.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to tell you why, though. I want to know. Because before I sit up here and really keep moving and elevating our relationship, I want to know who got one up on me. And if I'm willing to take on that burden, because why I want to know? If you had any type of relationship, intimacy, experiences with people that I really know, I need to know that. I'm owed that. Because if you don't give me that, you got me, hey y'all, this my girl, and you got somebody over there in that corner like, that nigga don't know. What's up, my boy?
I'm going to stop it there. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Because that's the type of time he probably be on when he fucks somebody, girlfriend, and he looking in the corner like, yeah, I fucked your
Yeah.
that part. I hate that that's the way society is, that we have to feel like somebody has a one-up on us because our partner had a sexual history before us. Like, I get wanting to know, like, if I'm dating somebody who fucked you, maybe I'm be like, oh,
a friend.
I want to know.
Somebody that's like really.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me that. If we're going to be around each other and shit, tell me that. But I don't need to know everybody you smashed.
Yeah.
And what was it about the list, or like to see how many people she actually slept with, right? Because it's a yin yang to that. I think that like, I'm not mad that he wanted the list. I'm not mad at the list because I do understand why he wanted the list. As far as I don't want anyone, and I tell people all the time, like people are like, oh, if my partner cheat on me, you know, it's let me know before someone else knows.
I guess
I don't want nobody to come up to me and be like, yeah, I slept with your nigga. It's like, I know, like he told me that, right? But the problem I will have with it, on the fact that I appreciate that he said it and I'm with it, is now she's like, well, where's your list?
Okay,
because
that's what I was about to get at.
The females are going to be more ruthless than the guys.
And you're you're an ex-football player, which means you probably fucked. You probably don't even know what your number is.
Right. Like 9 times out of 10, she's going to be in rooms in that capacity with more girls that probably slept with you versus you being in a room with more guys that she actually slept with. But in that room, even if you guys were in the same room with the same amount of people, the females are going to be a little bit more disrespectful,
a little bit more
versus the guys. You know what I mean? A guy could be like, yo, like, we was chatting, we hit it and keep it moving. Like, that's what you rocking with. Cool.
I don't want to know your list. Unless it's in my friend group. Unless if I'm dating you and you smash Alan, yes, tell me.
Right.
Tell me ahead of time. It's not going to alter anything, depending on which friend it is. But for the most part, like, yeah, tell me that. But
I kind of want to know.
If it's just somebody that's just around,
I mean, not everybody. I mean, my list would be kind of small, so I'm not, one of those people. But at the same time, like, I kind of feel like, yes, if it's some people, but we also are like popular people, like in our scene. So like, I might know a lot of these people, and I kind of just need to know when we're out and I'm with my partner, the relationship that you and this person have.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Because it's kind of just like, you want to look stupid.
If you know them, yes. Like one time when I had a boyfriend, we went to the club, right? I had met this guy on like Tinder. We went on a few dates and smashed. We were still cool. Never seen him at any clubs, never seen him anywhere. As soon as I have a boyfriend, we out, I run into him. I let it slide. go out again. The next time I see him, he's with one of my friends and now they're dating. So I get home with my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, I have to tell you something. That boy we keep running into, like we had sex and he just thought it was funny because he just like.
Right, but then, okay, so now that guy that you had sex with that's now dating your friend, do you tell your friend that you had sex with him?
Oh, my friend, yeah, I tell my friend we like,
okay.
Yeah. I would tell my friend that depending, like sometimes my friends will talk to a boy. Like, let's say if it's an associate, like I've had an associate call me and ask me about a guy that I dated and smashed before. And I didn't tell him, I just told him he's a cool guy. See how you like him. Because it's like, I'm not going to tell you that unless like.
I agree.
Unless he was abusive or he like did something wild.
I'm never going to voluntarily give out information unless I've had a situation before with a friend, but I asked a friend, I was like, are you dating this guy that I've been seeing you with? And he kept saying, we're just friends. Cool. If y'all just friends, I'm not telling you nothing because I don't kiss and tell. But if it's going to go further than that, I'm going to let you know, like, look, we hooked up once. I just want to put that out there now because I don't want it to come up later if you guys proceed to go further. And I don't care about this person, you know. But yeah, that's the only way I'm going to give you the information is if I'm going to be around you a lot, you're my real friend and you're dating this guy. But if you're just going to play the whole, oh, that's just my friend, that's my homie, great. Then I'm not telling you shit.
And, keep it moving.
Yeah, I feel that.
We got to wrap it up. This is so much fun. Before we go, what's next for you guys? What you guys got going on now that we're going into fall season, sweater weather?
I'm working on some deals with my boss, trying to like really upgrade that bank account.
Come on now.
Hello, all of us.
I'm writing as well, so I'm trying to like. There's a pitching festival in the spring, so I want to like come up with either work on show ideas I already did, or just like come up with a new thing, have like a show Bible, do everything so I can like pitch in the spring and try to like get some shit going for that. But yeah, so
got it.
What you got going on?
What is October? I'm going to visit my cousin.
Your birthday's coming up.
I know. I'm going to Houston for Halloween.
Yes.
The following week is my birthday. I normally have a lingerie party. We're going to take a pause on the big lingerie party at a venue, but I will be hosting one at my house.
Oh,
so
even better. We can get freakier there.
Yeah, my birthday is it's on a Sunday, so I feel
Joseph,
like
you coming? You gonna bring that body out?
Yes,
you gonna bring that body out?
So it'll be like a lingerie brunch at my house.
Oh,
nice.
Brunch? Yes, it's not going to be a night party.
He said, "I want
to." No, it's not. It's not giving that because Monica and Brandy is here, so I might be going to see that that night. I just heard yesterday that I guess I got to host Friendsgiving. For our friends at my house. So that will be happening. Then my mother's birthday is the 29th of November. And she's coming to LA for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I'm trying to plan a surprise for her 60th. So
I love that.
I have a couple little things happening. And
That's
then
so cute.
December will be chill for me though. So
you're gonna be in Houston for Halloween.
Yes.
I'll be in Austin. So you might as well just meet me. And I get there November 1st. So boom.
You get to Austin
November 1st, the day after Halloween.
Well, can't you meet us?
No, because it's my sister's 40th.
Oh.
So I'll be there for the
Okay,
weekend.
well, let's figure that out. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Love Austin, love Houston.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to thank my guests for being here today. I hope you guys got a lot of insight from this conversation. If you want to be a part of the conversation, please like, share, and subscribe. Keep up with Isaiah Joseph and Alan Christopher and all the dope things they got going on. I'll see you guys next time on What's Next with Jay Ryan. We out.
Crazy lately.